Hello everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alendris and today we are on the test server to discover the sign-in hero for April. So it's the free hero. It's a woman, it's a backliner, it's Venom Master.
There is no antidote to my intellect.
First point, you probably listened it, but she has the same voice than a famous character in Game of Thrones. It's my opinion, but her voice looks like Cersei, so it's really funny. I really like her heart looking. The pictures is really beautiful, and the character is like a ninja, a poison ninja, and I think it's exactly like they would in this hero. Now about her statistic. So it's a woman, first of all, it's a backliner intellect hero like I told in introduction, who can use Venom to damage enemy over time. So, when we are reading this, in my head, I don't think that she will deal direct damage, she will deal something like poison, will kill all enemies over the time, so we will see. So, statistic of this hero, we can see that she has 54,000 HP, 11.8 thousand of magic power. She has 615 of armor, 530 of magical resistance, and a little critical score for a magician, 217, but we don't really care, because if it's like we think that she will do some damage over time, finally the critical hit doesn't matter. The training field now, it will add 7,000 nearly of magical power, 119 of magical critic, and 22,000 of HP. So, final statistic of this hero, you will have 76,000 of HP. Really interesting. 18.8 thousand of magical power, it's a really high magical power, and 340 of magical crit, but I think it will not matter. So let's now discover her skills. I'm discovering her skills in the same time than you. I didn't spoil myself before, so the ultimate skill is Datura. Shavell creates Datura to deal basic damage to nearby enemies and then damage them over the time. So deals 4,260 basic damage, deal totally 6,390 of damage over time. So can be really interesting, especially with the quantity of the damage over time. I think ultimate will be our main source of damage. Second skill, the green one, Poppy. Shavell's fire off a Poppy, dealing damage to enemy it passes stroked and slowing them down. Increases 2,120 damage and touch blah 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 in according of the level. I think it can be something that she will throw in front of her, and all enemy who will be touched will be slowed down, so can be interesting control skill. Third skill, the blue one, Trance. Shavell summons a flower of trance to attack enemies, summons a level 106 trance flower, so this is the same time, the same things every time. We don't know exactly the power of the summoned creature, so we have to know when we will see it in action. And finally, the purple skill, the Venom. The normal attack of Shavell and her trance flower can mark the target with Venom. When the target is marked with enough Venom, he will be stunned. Shavell's normal attack reduces her target's armor value. So, it's interesting. Another time, it's a support skill. Reduce target's armor by 530, it's really strong. And the possibility of stun, who can be, I think, pretty fast, because if her attack and the attack of the flower are stacking the debuff, I don't know how much debuff it's need to be stunned, but I think it can be interesting. We will discover it during the test, but first of all, let's discover her position on the battlefield. She is on the back lane with interesting defensive statistics, so we will see exactly where she will be according to other heroes. Okay, only Birdman is in front for the moment. Okay. She looks in front of the back lane. Yes. So only Magical Birdman is in front of her. Her position, I have nothing to add about it. She doesn't have a defensive skill to protect her on the backline, but she is not squishy at all, so she can hold on the backline without any problem, I think. Let's discover her skills in detail in 1 versus 1 now. I'm really interested about how much she need trigger her normal attack to stun. So 1, oof, 36,000, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times and she stuns the target. The second skill, the green one, it's exactly what I was thinking. She's throwing something with crossing the whole battlefield, and she's dealing important damage. You see, 36,000 as a critical hit, 18,000 as a normal hit. It's really strong. Now the target is poisoned. I will accelerate a little bit the speed. Oh la la la. She's dealing really interesting damage. Oh, she killed Chaplain. And finally, perhaps we will kill. The ultimate is not impressive because it's damage over time, so we don't see exactly how much it deals, but let's check your statistic. Whoa, 313,000 damage in 1 versus 1, little fight I mean, so it means the second skill is touching only 2 heroes now. I think she can have a great potential, and we will discover it in real fight. Let's begin by the damage test. For this damage test, I will let the speed in +2. I want to see exactly how much she will deal, but I have some interesting hope in this hero because it looks really strong for a sign-in hero. Her energy is going up pretty fast. Her capacity to stun is interesting, and the debuff of armor is for always, because she will touch always the front line. Okay, we will see soon. So, 626,000 damage. I told you it's the damage test, so don't take this team in consideration properly, but we will see right now in a real fight what she can do. First fight against a meta Turtle Fighter team, we will see what she can do. Oh, the green skill is really strong. We are a little lucky because Rabbit grabs Dwarf Warrior, it's true. Oh la la la, this first kill. I think she will deal something like Wind Priest. And the fight is short, huh? It's 30 seconds, so the fight is nearly over. We see the ultimate of Wind Priest already. I'm really curious about the damage. 300,000 damage. She deals ever more than Wind Priest on this fight. We get little luck on this match, it's true, because of the first grab, but you can easily imagine that replacing, for example, Manipulator by Hidden Needle to cancel the first grab of Rabbit, and you will have a similar result. So, looks pretty interesting after this first fight. Let's continue the test. Third example against another team who is really good in the actual metagame. So we will have one disadvantage on this fight because Bloody Earl will turn probably Venom Master and we will lose the efficiency of the green skill. Right now we will see it. Yes, she throws behind and touch only one enemy. Venom Master is nearly full. If she succeeds to do her ultimate in this middle, she will touch everyone. Poof! She poisons all. And the fight is nearly over now. I really like the mechanic of this hero. And finally, nearly 200,000 damage. She's another time first as a damage dealer, and don't forget that also she's controlling enemies, slowing down, stunning, and decrease armor. So it's really good, and we will try a last example. For this last example, undead against undead. So. And Venom Master and Avenger are dealing crazy damage for whole team directly in the beginning of the fight. Okay, he's lucky that I received the ultimate of Sorceress, because without that, they was dead. Oh, and she will be able to ultimate. Poof! She will touch only 2 targets, it's pity. But if you success to pack the enemy team with Sorceress, for example, and to get the ultimate of Venom Master, I think it's an auto-win. And finally, 230,000 damage another time. She's first damage dealer. It's really nice. I really like another time the mechanic of this hero. And it will be now time to speak about her strengths and weaknesses. 3 important points that I'm considering as strengths for Venom Master. The first point is her survivability. I will show you again her statistic for you, but when she is full training, you have one hero with 76,000 HP, 615 of armor, and 530 of magical resistance. She is not exposed from damage on the back lane and in front of the back lane, so she will be a long time alive on the battlefield. Second point, it's a capacity to control enemies. You have the green skill, Poppy, who is slow down all enemies in front of her, so most of the time it's slowing down all enemies team. You have the fourth skill, Venom, who will first of all reduce the target's armor, and second point, in according to the third skill and a normal attack, you will be able to stun one enemy every 4 attacks on him. So it's really strong. And to conclude, the third point, the most important, her damage, who are just insane. Actually, she is dealing minimum 3000 damage in one fight, and if you have the proper team and if you are able to pack all enemies in front of you, you will be able to do 500 or 600,000 without a problem, like you saw on the test damage. So definitively 3 important points, and let's now discover her weaknesses. 2 little points that I'm considering as weaknesses for Venom Master. First point, she is a directional hero, and like all directional heroes that we have in the game, if you are able to turn her with Sapper, with Bloody Earl, with Turtle Fighter, you will be able to control her damage. You will not annihilate totally her damage, but she will lose some efficiency, and it's what you must do against her and against all directional hero. And second point, it's a really little point, but main of her damage, Datura, it's damage over time, it's not instant damage. So you will kill, but you will kill during the time, not instant. It's not like Wind Priest who will do 30,000, 30,000, 30,000 and the enemy will die. For her, you will poison, and all enemies who are in the range of the spell will lose little by little their life. it's strong because it's damage for sure, but it's not instant and can be healed, can be saved by Chaplain, by Fairy Forest, by Cleric or something like that. So it's not instant, but like you saw, 2 little points, and let's now discover my final evaluation about Venom Master. Like you can see, I choose to put Venom Master as a game changer, as she's actually on the test server. Why? First point, she is free. So every player will be able to unlock her and to have her more or less quickly in according to your patience and in according to your soulstone that you have actually in stock. Second point, you can see that she's able to suit in a lot of composition. She can be used in Arena, she can be used in Grand Arena, she can be used everywhere. She's dealing strong damage, she's controlling enemy. She is not like a Ring Priest or Sorceress like there was with this capacity to explode totally the enemy team in 2 seconds, but the mix between her capacity to control, her capacity to deal damage makes this hero really strong, and I'm sure that she will be used directly after her release. Not when she will be 1 star for sure, but I know most of players will push her directly, and in the worst case, the month after, so it's the sign-in hero of April, so it means in May, you will be able to complete her if you don't want to spend your soulstone, and be sure that this hero will be really useful in the actual metagame. It's all for this review, it's now time to conclude. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope the perspective to have a free hero so strong is a good news for everyone. I hope that they will not nerf this hero, but I don't see any reasons to nerf her. She's not imbalanced at all, so we will see. For my side, I'm working actually on the metagame episode 4 for you, so I plan at the beginning to release it this week, but I think it will be next week because my health is still not so amazing to spend a lot of time on my computer. Sorry about that. If you don't want to miss nothing about my actuality, you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter in according of what you prefer. You can for sure subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want to support my work, you can click on the P on your screen, or you can like and share this video. It's helped me also a lot. Thank you guys. Bye bye.